Hello, and very happy to see you on our channel. Today we give you a piece of breaking news from People magazine. The Queen told Prince Harry on his wedding day that Meghan cannot have whatever she wants. This didn't happen on Harry's wedding day. No, that would have been out of character, even though it appeared the Queen Elizabeth wasn't thrilled with Miss Markle at points throughout their wedding. The Queen tested Meghan, which was a good move, by presenting her with some very nice tiaras, and Meghan did not pass the test. She complained rather than show appreciation to the monarch by picking out one of those offered tiaras. I think Meghan believes she is on par with Catherine, and for some reason, while Meghan didn't ask for the same tiara that Catherine wore at her wedding, she did request the one designated for Princess Eugenie. We know Meghan wanted an emerald tiara, so it could have been the one with Russian ties. Anyway, Meghan spoiled Eugenie's wedding day in so many ways. She took her wedding month from Eugenie, who was planning on a May wedding in 2018, since she had been in her relationship far longer than Meghan and Harry had. But Harry was higher in the family order, so he won. Not fair, not nice. But when has Meghan ever done a nice thing for anyone in that royal family? Exactly, she hasn't. Then Meghan wanted the tiara that Princess Eugenie wanted. It might have been the emerald one seen below, too. No one knows for certain. Thank goodness Queen Elizabeth set the tacky American yacht girl straight. Even Camilla would have been denied that tiara, though Camilla has a greater sense of how things work in a royal family. So Meghan does keep a score of wrongs against her, decided to show off her non-pregnant tummy, as in she wasn't even showing yet, and many women shut their yapper until the 5th month. Not Meghan. She had to let the media know she was pregnant with her little bargaining chip at Eugenie's wedding. How cruel. Did Meghan ask Eugenie if she felt okay with that? Where's the support for Eugenie? Meghan was put in her place ahead of her wedding, but dim as she is, Meghan didn't understand the message being sent to her via the head of the royal family. Meghan was never going to get what she wanted most of the time, and she had better accept that. Be a good royal and suddenly things might work out. I've heard that Meghan didn't even have the real tiara on her wedding day. I know, how cruel of me to mention it. That diamond bandeau is worth a lot of money, and Meghan has surreptitiously lost a few jewels here and there. It's all part of the con. Anyway, the tiara was too precious to potentially lose or to have some of the diamonds come loose, so the Queen handed Meghan a copy. Who would know? Well, the Queen would know the real one was tucked safely away from the woman who ran around taping private conversations and taking pictures of places she was never meant to see. The Queen was dignity personified on Harry's wedding day to Meghan. A royal expert also said, I thought the bandeau tiara that Meghan wore was perfect with her choice of wedding dress. It looked beautiful on her. But I also think it was a very wise move of the Queen not to let her wear the real one, and to wear the copy instead, since who knows what might have happened to the real one otherwise. Meghan does not give you that comforting feeling of trustworthiness. I wonder if it wasn't the Queen Mary's sapphire bandeau that she wanted. It was an emerald brooch that can be switched out for the sapphire, plus murky origins. It's also been called Marie Feodorova's sapphire bandeau, so it might have come from the Romanov collection. Reportedly, Queen Mary bought it from a Paris auction in 1921 from exiled Princess Nicholas of Greece. All the suggested, reportedly, and so on docs cause it have an unclear provenance. Princess Margaret wore it in the 1950s and 60s on loan from the Queen, but hasn't been since. Back to this report. Her Majesty is a classy, worldly, and sophisticated lady. On her best day, Meghan could never even hope to outsmart or outmaneuver Queen Elizabeth II. Her behavior is so tacky and classless, and it reveals her as the rank amateur that she really is. As a matter of fact, most of us don't even hate what she does. We are simply disgusted by it, and more than a little disappointed in Harry. That's life, isn't it? Full of disgust and disappointment at so many things, large and small. In a different angle, why is there unnecessary fuss over Meghan Markle's tiara for her wedding, when she has said she loved it? Does it matter if it was not the first choice or not, and tiara worn is the one Queen gave her? After all, she looked great and all were happy. We are not the ones who made the fuss over the tiara that Meghan Markle wore on her wedding day. On the contrary, we knew nothing about it until after the event. It was Meghan Markle who actually made the fuss, according to many who have spoken about the subject. Any bride would have been delighted with wearing a tiara in all its glory, with diamonds twinkling, and the fact that it was a historic piece of art loaned from the Queen jewels. But we are not speaking of any bride. We are speaking of the Meghan Markle who was born into this world to command, expect, and receive. We are speaking of a woman who believes she, above all, is entitled, and in this respect her now husband felt the same way by allegedly saying, "What Meghan wants, Meghan gets." Unfortunately for him and his then future wife, the Queen was not kindly disposed to this type of unseemly manipulation. Her response, as written in many articles and argued by none, was that Meghan Markle would have what she is given, or words to that effect. So Meghan Markle wore her crown of glory, but not the one she really wanted. The one that she really wanted, really wants, but cannot have, is the crown that Catherine will wear once Prince William ascends the throne. Some of us wish it sooner than later, as the consensus seems to show. Prince Charles has continued enabling the Sussexes in their meddling and preaching onward path by making sure they received ample remuneration for all their efforts. Without going into everything over and over again, by now many are sick and tired of the cavorting and antics of these two individuals when one remembers that Meghan Markle expressed her desire to change the monarchy. One wonders what course of learning she has undergone in the short time that M met Harry to make her an expert on the Constitution and historical facts dating back hundreds of years. Is Meghan Markle an old head on a middle-aged body, or is she some sort of genius that has been spirited to this earth comparable to the Second Coming? I expect her interpretation of who she is would stagger many. There again, there are those who are intent in enabling this person. For what reason? We can only guess, although guessing is not necessary, as without the appanage of a prince of the realm, no one would have heard of the name Markle or recognized the pictures of her adoring the internet in all her glory. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle has now designs on becoming a world figure in the political arena. How dumb is that? Nevertheless, she was such self-belief that she has branded the UK as being racist. And her husband, who was born with the silver spoon and fed off the wealth and riches bestowed on him through birth, has the gall to go along with her drivel. She has since decided her best way to counter the hostility that now follows her every word. Her next conquest will be the USA, as we here in the UK are not worthy of such a person to lead us onwards and upwards. It has been said that she is looking forward to a political arena to display her talents, but I doubt many of our friends across the pond will be happy if this were to come to fruition. The plotting and planning behind the scenes, as described and revealed in her book, Finding Freedom, which she tantalized everyone with prior to release, has unearthed many facts which perhaps would have been better unsaid. But Meghan Markle is convinced that not only is she the first, second, third, fourth coming, She is destined for much greater things. Meghan Markle knows no bounds. Let that be a lesson to us all. Perhaps the monarchy will awaken from this slumber and become the lion which it portrays in its coat of arms. It is time for the slumbering lion to roar like it has never roared before. Perhaps then we will all be at peace and the Sussexes will finally have met their greatest match yet. How about you? What do you think of the Queen told Prince Harry on his wedding day that Meghan cannot have whatever she wants? Please let us know in the comments section below and discuss them together. And as always, come back to our channel for all the latest news on royal family, Meghan and Harry right here. Thanks for watching and see you next video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.